This Forza Horizon challenge brought to you by Dax Anti-Upgrade Body Spray. Just one spritz to spray the AOA.
The very first Forza Horizon back for the Xbox 360 still remains as one of my absolute favorite racing games of all time. The amazing festival atmosphere, beautiful Colorado map, as well as a great soundtrack and car list make Forza Horizon 1 a fantastic game to come back to. But this time, I decided to give it a little twist. I wanted to find out if you can beat the game without using a single upgrade. That mainly includes no performance upgrades, but also stuff like spoilers or rims are forbidden, as they alter the weight and downforce of the car. With the first Horizon game having a much tighter progression system with entry requirements for race events, this would surely prove to be a challenging task. I've also decided to play on the hard difficulty just to spice things up a little. One more quick note before we go. For this playthrough I decided to use the Xenia emulator. As such, the game will look a lot sharper and loading times will be faster too, but most noticeably we can increase the frame rate of the game from 30 to 60 FPS. Wait, isn't that technically an upgrade? Unfortunately, the emulator does introduce a few minor visual glitches, but the increase in frame rate and resolution make this a worthy trade-off in my opinion. Now without further ado, let's revisit the very first Horizon Festival, but this time with only stock cars. Oh, this game, so... How have they not made a game this pretty yet? Like, ever since this one. Like, it's not the most realistic looking game, but it is the prettiest Forza game. You know what I mean? The vibrance, the colors. It was just so much more vibrant, yeah. And being able to play this at smooth and steady 60 FPS, as well as a better resolution is, yeah, just a blessing, honestly. This feels fantastic. And honestly, probably tied with Pro Street, my favorite racing game, if I'm being honest. Judging by my favorite game choices. Can you tell that I like festivals? Which is funny, because I've never actually been to a festival. Human contact scares me, okay? And loud music does it too. I like festivals in video games, but going to one in real life, that scares me.
You'll need to come back and see me for performance upgrades to stay competitive.
I never paid attention, but look at both. You actually saw with 5 hour credits. Why? What can you do with 5 hour credits? I mean, it's not like you can do anything right now anyways. Let's just see how this plays out. I'm actually really excited to see this. Because, yeah, I wanna how this plays out. Oh, bollocks. Ah, come on. Oh, there's the bumper gone already. So the main goal, obviously, with this challenge is just beating the game. I don't really aim for 100% right now. Meaning, I only need to win the Horizon Finals plus beating Darius Flynt. But I think I will end up having to do a little bit extra for some extra money. At least I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. Alright, first showcase. Hey, the bumper's back. Ooh. Yeah, okay, those are gonna be useless. Those upgrade discount signs, those are gonna be completely pointless. You know what, I'm gonna smash them anyways. Because it's fun. Actually, hold on. Doesn't the Corrado have upgrades? Shit. Didn't the Corrado already come with upgrades? I think I failed already. The rims do count, but what was I supposed to do? I had no access to the upgrade shop before entering the heats. Like, even if I knew, there was no way I could have removed them. That has to, like, we cannot count that. We're gonna do the stock cars only though. Like, whenever I get a car that has upgrades, I'm gonna either not use it or remove the upgrades depending on what's possible. In which case, yeah, I mean, this car is upgraded and I'm using this car, which is upgraded right now. We just can't count that, you know? Like, if I'm forced to use a car that is already upgraded, we're just gonna have to ignore that. Okay, so this is where things already get pretty interesting. So we can choose between one of these, and we can upgrade neither of those, which means we have to pick the car that's faster. So the Evo X, or Evo 10, actually has a higher PI rating, but it has lower speed. Slightly higher acceleration, slightly higher launch. The extra torque on the Evo could be very good though. I think performance-wise, they're very similar. Considering what I said earlier, with money being really important here, I think I'll go with the Evo because it's cheaper. Those extra 3,000 credits, I'd like to keep those. So I think I'll go with the Evo. Okay, so let me go to the garage. And I want to actually go back to the Corrado and the Mustang to see if they have upgrades, which they probably do, and if so, I'm gonna remove them. That way we can actually still use the cars. It comes with a street rear bumper. Aha. Okay, that has to go. Thankfully, it seems like reverting back to stock is free. So that's all back to default. It has a street intake. That one has to go. Sports ignition even. Okay, that one has to go. Actually surprised how many upgrades this thing actually comes with. Dude, it actually becomes way slower. Fuck. It is supercharger. It comes with a centrifugal supercharger. Oh god. That actually puts it into D class. I think we may need a D class car at some point, so it's not all hope is lost. Okay, let's check the Mustang. Dude, it's also D. This one also... God. This one also goes back to D class. Ah, crap. Okay, so we officially do not own a single C-class car. That is bad. That means we're gonna have to buy something, probably. CUS cars only. Now, if we try to enter...
You'll find it hard in that car. I think you should upgrade it before you enter the event.
But we can press X to race anyways, despite it being in a lower class. Let's just give that a try. We are massively handicapped here. So basically, I think for now, every single race in the beginning is way harder. And that's why I also had my reservations with setting the difficulty to hard from the get-go, because this is exactly what I anticipated. Especially the races aren't that long in the beginning either. It is a really, really short sprint. But looks like we took that corner a little bit better. Honestly, I don't even feel that much faster. Ow. It might be worth a rewind. I could also turn off the rewinds entirely for extra money. And honestly, it might be a good idea. Let's see, race results. So they're all lower, like all of the opponents are still gonna be the same class that they would be in, that they have to be in for this race. So if you come in an underpowered car, they're just gonna be on the lower end of that class. Since our car was maxed for D class, was very on the verge, it still was fine. Worth keeping in mind. So her Ford might be upgraded too. I'm gonna nap that off of her. But we may have to check it. Like, it's gonna be kind of annoying. I'll be honest, because we'll have to check every single price car for upgrades. All right, Ramona. I think the Raptor on stock is very slow. I'm not sure if we can get any usage out of it. We'll see.
I guess this is yours now. You're better than I thought, pretty boy.
Okay, let's check. Let's see if it has any upgrades. I think it might. Yeah, tire compound has to go. Upgrade tire width has to go. Price intake, yeah, that has to go. It actually has a lot of race parts. Look at that. Dude, I wish this car was C-class stock, because then we'd have a C-class car, but we still don't. This is still a D-class car. This might actually be slower than everything else we have so far. B-class must be hatchback. I don't think the Corrado is gonna do it, Chad. This one's for B-class cars. I think we'll have to buy something. Maybe I should buy the Focus. That one is maxed out to C-class. That's very, very valuable. Although we need a B-class car here. But as we've seen before, as long as the car is maxed out to the previous class, you'll do fine. So I'll get the Focus instead. Race anyway. There we go. I think prioritizing cars that are already good in their current class on stock is gonna be the goal. Like, I don't want to buy cars that are on the lower end of a certain car class. It's a waste of money. So this is already pretty interesting, because I'm using cars that I probably wouldn't. I think in any other playthrough I would have bought the Scirocco. So what do we do here? Ford Challenge A. Well, I have a Ford, but I can't upgrade it to A-class. God. Okay, so I will probably have to buy a new car here. Okay, so there's a bunch of A-class races. We might have to buy a good A-class car. But I think I'll go here. This one requires a car too, but D-class cars are significantly less expensive than A-class cars. So let's just go there. I think we'll have to go with the Sprinter. Actually, this car, look at that. The Miata weighs more than the Sprinter Trainer. That's something I didn't even know. Is that true? No way. That was working unsurprisingly well. Okay, only 10 points more. Alright, so we'll have to do one of these here. The Ford Challenge. Horizon presents the Gauntlet. Or this. I have no idea what any of these are. We'll just have to go to one of them. A-class must be all-wheel drive. I mean, the Evo is fine for the requirements, but it's very slow. I think I'll buy something new. It's not like we are scraping for money right now anyways, considering we're not buying any upgrades. But honestly, those are all kind of shit. I'll drive to the other event. Yeah, see, this one's A-class open. So now we can just buy a high-performance A-class car. And those are the ones that Horizon recommends. Those aren't even all A-class cars that I can buy. Dude, these were really bad. I'll I'll go to the auto show and buy a high-performance A-class car if I can afford it, I think. What's the best A-class car we can afford right now? Shelby GT500. That one's actually maxed. But that one's very tail happy. Hey, you can trade in, right? Oh shit, I don't know what these cars are, man. Because of the emulator still being buggy here. Okay, I can do it like that. What's a crap car? I don't think we can use the rep car. The Raptor rep car. But let's buy the Ford. That one we can put into the Ford Championship. Now we have a Ford and a good A-class car. That should make it easy to dominate this one. So I love the thumbnail here. The fuck is that? There's actually a Ford GT here. I guess it's also A-class. I guess I just didn't see it in the dealership because I wasn't able to afford it. Alright, there we go. There's already the new wristband. Honestly, if we just do the bare minimum, we can actually get through the game fairly quickly. I'm not sure if the challenge gets easier or harder as we go. We're definitely gonna need a new car for this S-class. We can also still do the showcase here. But since they're not required, I might skip them. But then again, they could give us cars that we could use. And we don't have a maxed out B-class car yet. S-class open top. There's a showcase event where you get a Corvette that's open. So I don't think we should buy anything here. Not like these cars are any good anyways. This one's way too expensive. Yeah, nah, I think I'll skip this event. We still don't have a great B-class car. Maybe we can fish for one. The Charger is maxed out actually. Almost close to maxing out B-class. It's much better than the Evo. We'd have much better chance with this one. And it's not that much. Cool, it's a car that I never would buy. Honestly, I wouldn't usually buy this car. But since it is a very, very solid B-class car without upgrades, I'd be like, sure. Okay, also what I'm gonna do now, since I'm not having a super hard time, I'm gonna increase the difficulty to hard. I'm gonna try to leave it there. Let's actually make this challenge a little bit spicier. The challenge is definitely nowhere near as strict as the no upgrades challenge that I did in Gran Turismo 3. That one was torture, especially in the beginning. Well, this one's for Japanese cars only that are A-class. I don't think there's anything fast on stock, but we can check. We can check. And we can buy an NSX RGT. That one's very mid and very expensive. Not worth it. I mean, we could try participating anyways with the Evo. Very underpowered. That one's gonna be tough. So most of these cars here are at the bottom of A-class and we're near the bottom of B-class. So we're not just a little bit underpowered, we're actually massively underpowered in this event. Especially considering we set the difficulty to hard now. I do expect this to be pretty spicy. Wow, look at that. It's actually doing fine. But honestly, it's mostly because I think the AI doesn't do that well on off-road. They're taking massively suboptimal lines here. And that kind of made this somewhat doable. I think that gives us another wristband already. Not quite. Oh, I like the spot here. Whee! I remember this here.
Takes balls to total a Mustang. Here's 20 points courtesy of your insurance company.
A hatchbacks. So you need hatchbacks here. Are there any good hatchbacks at A-class? No, in fact, there are no hatchbacks at A-class unless you upgrade. So that event is lost. Bad idea. C-class Mini. It's not great. I think we can still win with this one. Main reason why I think I could buy it is because it doesn't really cost anything. Like, whatever. Dude, should I get it in brown? It's the blue. Ooh, this is gonna be tricky. And I'm gonna have to force my way through, I think. I can't say for sure that I'll be first here, but that's okay. We don't actually have to win every race. Progression is actually very lenient. Like, you really don't need that many points to progress. I think it's more unfortunate that I didn't recoup the cost of the Mini with this race. Honestly, I might need money if I want to buy an S1 car. I think then we might need to gather some money. I have 300k right now, which I think should be enough for a good S-class car. Why am I still picking these up, man? Why did I pick up 15 of them? Honestly, it's just pure reflexes because I'm not even thinking about it. I'm just like it's like a neuron activation. I see a sign, I must crush it. Red Rock Rampage. A overdrive. We could try with Audi, honestly. Yeah, these were all trash. I think what I'll try is to participate in the Audi. Audi's upgraded. Fuck, you're right. I can't use it. I have to exit. You're right. I forgot. I'd have to downgrade it. And I think once I downgrade it, it's not even worth using anymore. Okay, well, let's try this here then. There's another event. We're not doing so hot in this race. What's the problem? I mean, we are definitely underpowered. But Charger in general is also not super great. This is still fairly slidey and very heavy. Has power, but basically no handling. I think on a track like this here especially, that's fairly technical. Not really having a good chance. Yeah, honestly, 4th is the best I can do here, man. those 3 drivers at the top, I couldn't beat them, man. Actually, this was a B-class race. Yeah, the Charger is just not good. At least for this event, it really wasn't that good. All right, so these 2 were a bit of a dud. Fuck. I'll buy an S-class car. What can we afford? Can actually afford R-class even. McLaren MP4, it's 220k. Pretty expensive, but honestly, considering the class, how high up it is, probably pretty good. But I think this is the best bang for the buck we'll get. You can also go with the Viper. Actually, it has better handling. How is that even possible? Less speed, less acceleration, same launch, similar braking, better braking actually. Actually, the Viper might be better, despite the lower PI rating, but that can't really be. But it's way less expensive, less than half the price. And considering I still need to buy cars for like R3, R2 and possibly R1, I might cheap out, guys. I'll try my luck with the Viper. If I can make it work, I'll sell it again and get the McLaren. Alright, let's see how it does. Not maxed out, but it might just be good enough. Nah, I think we can make it work. I think the Viper is good enough. Fuck, okay, so what do I do now? I think I'll just have to do some races where I take some L's. Because I'm a couple points short. I do have a lot of races left, but I don't think I can win all of them. Let's try to go back to the auto show and try to find an all-wheel drive A-class car, because I think I need it for something else too. That's the fastest all-wheel drive A-class car that exists, without upgrades. Yeah, I'll have to use this one. I'll have to use it. Honestly, I think I'll have to do a few races where I just go without wins and just try to get as many points as possible in hopes of unlocking the next wristband. Yeah, I think this is where the challenge gets a bit tricky, surprisingly. I thought the hardest part would be the beginning, but it really isn't. It actually gets a little bit more tricky. Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go. The Audi did pretty well. C must be US. Oh, the Focus. Oh, okay, alright, let's take the Focus. Dude, I forgot the Focus was American. I thought it was British, man. I mean, I guess technically it is, but Ford is considered American here. So, yeah, that one works. Totally American. A barn finds allowed because you are upgrading them from a wreck. Good point. I didn't think about that. Technically, you are correct. Technically, barn finds should be illegal because they are a wreck in the beginning. Like, you're basically turning them from undrivable to drivable. That is an upgrade. I can't dispute that. But yeah, they are legal. We do use them. I don't think we've used any barn find cars yet. But if the opportunity arises, I'm allowed to use them. And technically, all cars are upgraded from raw materials. Yeah, that is correct. Technically, the only thing we can do here is walk. And actually, walking too is illegal. Because we as humans are also upgrades from just like bacteria organisms or whatever we used to be at the very beginning of the evolution, like the evolution of organisms. We shouldn't be attempting this at all. Anything here is an upgrade, if you think about it. So in conclusion, to anyone that might be complaining about the rule set of the challenge, this is why you shouldn't think too hard about it. Even playing this game is illegal. It is an upgrade to my mood. It brings me serotonin and dopamine. It is an upgrade to my mental health. That should not be allowed. If I want to play this game without upgrades, I should be depressed throughout the entire playthrough. No, what are you doing? You just upgraded my real life net worth. Please, refund your donation. All right, well, here we are. Orange wristband. I think after that, we still have the purple one, right? And then after that, it's the golden one. So I think we might be able to wrap this up in one more stream. So let's see. For this, we needed old cars. 80s Frenzy. I can't use the Quattro. That one is upgraded. I'd have to remove the upgrades from the Quattro. Oof. I mean, the RS200 isn't terrible. It's kind of mid. That one's expensive. I think I'll skip on this for now. Okay, we could try driving down here. A-class must be Ferrari. Ferrari is expensive. But it's not like we don't have ways of making money. I still haven't done any of the street races. Ooh, and we can unlock the new showcase event. Oh, wait, was this the one with the... Yeah, we could get the Corvette here. But I think the Corvette we'd have to downgrade as well. I'm not sure how good it still is after that. I think the Charger will have a hard time here. Let's see what the game recommends. Maybe I'll buy something else after all. I mean, the Maserati would be better, but it's also way too expensive. No, fuck it. I'll try it with the Charger. Worst case, we don't win. We still get a couple points. It's not too bad. I think I just gotta be a little bit more careful with the throttle throughout the race. Bye-bye. Actually, look at that. We're doing pretty okay. I think first place is definitely lost. Maybe I can squeeze past the BMW. Yep. Alright, that's as good as it gets. I'll take it. Oh fuck, that was bad. Don't make me restart. No. Wait, you can't rewind. I just realized. I mean, I still got it. You can't rewind in front of the finish line. I just pressed the rewind button. It didn't work. Ooh, okay. I mean, I still managed to hold them off, thankfully. Once the leader crosses the line, rewind is done. Oh, okay. Probably because it fucked something up, right? If the leader is across the line, you rewind, and then the leader basically unfinishes the race. There was probably some issues in regards to that, which is why you can't rewind after the leader passed the line. Now, the race in the industrial area here are tricky, man. The constant surface changes, the bumpiness, the tricky corners. They make these really tough, honestly. But at least the Focus seems to do a little bit better here than the Charger from earlier. I think doing this showcase is definitely worth it, because the Corvette here might be good. You know why? Actually, this is an open-top car, which we could theoretically use here, although this is S-Class. BMW only A. Ooh. Maybe. I'll fast travel back to the festival. That one is actually top of A-Class. That might become our new A-Class main car. But it's also really expensive. But I feel like spending. Plus, honestly, if I need money, I can just do street race. I shouldn't be that worried about money. Dude, are we off-roading here? I mean, it's not like I could have bought an all-wheel drive BMW. Oh, man. Car is very tail happy. I think this is a car you might actually get more use out of if you use traction control. Because you have to drive way too carefully if you don't want to lose speed from slides and wheel spin. Ah, dude, this car is really bad, actually. I mean, it might be really fast in a straight line, but on a track like this, oh man, nah, this car cannot cope. Man, I spent 110k on this crap box. Are you... Talk about waste of money, man. Bonk. Alright, let's give it a try. So the funny thing about these showcases events, at least for the most part, you usually participate in them in a stock car, and then when you get the car, it's upgraded. Like, you get an upgraded car afterwards. It's not actually the exact same you drove before. So if we want to make this car usable, we have to remove the upgrades. Easy peasy. Now watch the car be A600. If it is, it got upgrades. Yep. Because I checked in the pause menu for a second before, and it was like 570 something. So we can actually use this. S must be S. Now it sounds really expensive, but we can try. How much is an S at S-Class? You can fuck right off. Ah, you can fuck right off, my guy. I really need to go back to the garage to remove all those upgrades. Yeah, the Corvettes. I think that one's gonna downgrade pretty hard. Actually, no, it was 570-ish in the race. And I think that was stock. So honestly, this one might still be pretty okay. All right, now we can check back in with the rest. It's open top. I mean, we have the Corvette here. This thing is far from S-Class, though. I mean, you know what? I'm just gonna try it. I'm gonna try it with the Corvette. It's not that far away from S-Class. Far from S-Class, though. Okay, gotta be a bit rough here to make up for the... Oh, okay. Maybe not like that. Okay, that was a bit better. Okay, we can now pick up the purple wristband. Okay, before we challenge Zaki, let's try to find the barn find. It's probably not even worth finding, if I'm being honest. But who knows? Maybe it'll be something good. Oh yeah. Wow, that was dumb luck. And I think this was the Bugatti. Yeah, it is. That is the Bugatti. That is probably the most useful car, or the most useful barn find we will find in this challenge. Look at this handsome motherfucker. So what are we using? The GTR? I think the Viper is faster. I think we should use the Viper instead. Depends on the road, honestly. But I think it's gonna be mostly highway based. So let's use the Viper instead.
Please accept this vehicle with my admiration.
How dare I get into this thing? I'm not even allowed to drive it. I just failed the challenge, man. I'm using this car with upgrades. This is illegal! Let's revert the LFA back to stock. I don't know, maybe we can use it for something. Who knows? Ah, actually the Bugatti is ready too. It's so nice how quickly these get ready here. And you can pick them up pretty much instantly. 1960 to 1969 A-Class.
Nice.
What? Is there anything that is A-Class from those years? We have the DB5, but that's C-Class. What? Ah, yeah, sure. Let me just buy the GT40 for an easy 1.5 mil. Yeah, this race is completely not doable. It's either get the GT40 or get out. That is definitely not gonna happen. Okay, so what are we buying here? Is that all? Are there no A-class Japanese cars outside of the NSX RGT? That one's so expensive. I'm not buying that one. I'm gonna try it in the Evo, but that one's really slow. Okay, I'll be surprised if we still get first here, although we are getting closer. But you can tell performance-wise I'm a bit at my limit here. This car has no grip, man. Look at this understeer, dude. Nah, I don't think I can catch these guys anymore. I'll have to make do with fourth here. How many points do we get from being fourth? I think I get 200, 100. I guess better than nothing, but you get more than twice that if you get first. Okay, what else we got, man? I have to drive all the fuck. Okay, we definitely want to get the F40. I'm picking that up. I'm 90% sure this one also has upgrades when you get it. I mean, we can see right now. Right now it has a performance rating of 632. Let's keep that number in mind. Yeah, now it's 699. See, the car is different when you get it. But remember, there was some kind of Ferrari race, so we should definitely downgrade it. Okay, that's stock. Ah, okay, only a little bit here. Okay, I think that's about it. Was there 40 from the 80s? In that case, we might be able to do that one too. Bose, sponsored by Bose, yeah? Right, proper headphones. Oh, that was surprisingly smooth. Like this one's far away from being maxed for S-Class, but it just has such good handling and everything. That does well regardless. So that was the Ferrari race. I know there was one somewhere. Oh, it's A-Class! Oh, fuck. Yeah, obviously we can use the F40 then. Okay, well we can do all these races here. Gold wristband. Here we are, boys. I don't have an R3 car, so if I want to challenge... I mean, I could try challenging her. I do have 800k, I could buy one. But I could also just try taking my fastest S-Class car. Maybe I'll be there anyways. Probably wishful thinking, but doesn't hurt to try. R3 open. Man, I'm fucked. If I can beat her in the Viper, then get the fuck out of here. That would be pog. Honestly, she doesn't even seem that fast. Look at that. I feel like she should accelerate away from me much further on this long stretch. Oh, man. This really is not looking good. On straights, we can sort of keep up with her. But in general, she accelerates out of corners way faster than we do. But she went in here really badly. Let's see, maybe. Stop upshifting, man. Oh my god, this fucking Beetle, man. Right on the racing line. Look at this. Okay, you know what? I thank the Beetle because she actually had to go around and that made it so we could actually pass her there. I retract my insult. Oh, man. Haley, please. No! Oh my god, dude. Okay. Okay. No! How those fences taste, huh? Alright, easy. Look at that. It was actually the lower end of R3. We weren't even that far apart, performance-wise. Roof mayhem, man. I think now things are gonna get really tricky. So what's next? Audi Elite. S-Class Audi. That's gonna be... I mean, we could probably get an R8. I'm not sure if it's fast enough for S-Class. Would be tricky to pull off with the RS4. Yeah, we can get an R8 GT. It's not even that expensive. Look at that. I think that's worth the money. The R8 GT looks great. Like the GT version of this thing. Really, really nice facelift. Like that, it's spoiler. Yeah, I can fuck with that. Okay, now I'm a bit stuck here. Yeah, we need an R3 or an R2 car. Must cost 1 million credits or more. Get the fuck out of here. Let's try to get that R3 Lamborghini. We need an R3 car anyways, so may as well just be a Lamborghini. Actually, wait a minute. We have an R3 car already. We got this Celine from Haley. If I downgrade it, I can use it. There it is. Not even losing that much performance. 754. That's really good, actually. Honestly, I think we can do some damage with this thing. Dude, I got a third of the upgrade signs. That upgrade discount definitely coming in clutch. Nah, this thing is killing it, man. We can definitely do a lot of R3 races with this thing. No problem. We could do A-Class Ferrari. I don't think we'll get a Ferrari from anywhere. Expensive endeavor, but we... Honestly, we're at a point where we need those points now. Like, I don't have that many golden events left. I gotta do this shit, man. It's not even that expensive. This one's just 75k. Sure. Look at that. We're not even racing against Darius Flynt because this is an orange wristband event. So we're still driving because orange wristband was a while ago. So we're still up against Zaki Malik, dude. Like, we beat him so long ago. Okay, so this is R2 made 2000 or later. Let's keep that in mind. Because let's actually try to cover everything. R3 must be Viper. How about you go fuck yourself? And it needs to cost at least 1 million credits. Any other R2 races? Italian. Okay, so let's just try to combine everything. We need an R2 car that fits the following requirements. It needs to be Italian. It needs to be over 1 million credits, and it needs to have been built after the 2000s, or within the 2000s. That's the requirements the car needs to fulfill in order to participate in all the races. So let's look for that. All affordable cars, let's see. It's gonna be a big investment. I'll be broke after that. Dude, there are none. Okay, so what's Italian? This This is the only car that fulfills all the requirements. That one is Italian. It is over 1 million credits. And it is from the 2000s. But I can't afford it right now. This is getting so tricky near the end. The goal right now, I guess, would be to save up 1.5 million credits. I could probably settle some of the cars that I can't use. Or can't use properly. To make up for that money. Okay, so we're getting fairly close. I think we're only 900 points off. Yeah. I think we gotta make a big boy purchase now. So I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna sell my cars. Honestly, we probably won't need a lot of these anymore. Like, remember the M6 was complete garbage. We can sell that one. Surely we won't need a Bentley anymore. Man, we're actually making a pretty significant decision here. I don't think the Lotus was that good. I think we only needed it for one race, so we can sell that one as well. And that puts us at over 1.5 mil. And with that money, we're gonna unfortunately buy the car that we will usually get at the end of the game, but we do need it now to unlock the final race and also compete in the final races, which is the 599 XX. There it is. Man, that was actually, I only had money for this fast travel. Now I'm actually flat broke. Now I have to drive everywhere. I actually don't have money anymore. Actually, after this race, we should have enough money for fast traveling.
You come and say 5th, 6th, and there's a free case of Darius Flynt cologne in it for you. Yeah, thank me later.
Holy wheel spin, okay. I hope that's not gonna continue through the rest of the race. Like, I really hope the car is gonna be mostly stable. Alright, there it is. Only one more. One more and then we unlock the finale. Ah, let's go. I'm ready. Honestly, I'm not sure what I would do if I didn't have the money to buy this car because I'm very limited when it comes to events right now. Like, my options are severely limited. The personal best stock cars in the game that we had, there were a lot of good cars. Surprisingly, it wasn't the cars that topped out at their personal performance class. You'd think that those cars were the fastest, but they kind of weren't. Stuff like the BMW M6 was really disappointing, although it was maxed out for, I think, A-class. I think, in general, cars that were lighter were definitely, or all-wheel drive, were definitely more capable than the rest. I think that's my takeaway. Alright, so this event we don't even need to win. I think as long as we don't get last or second to last, we'll get enough points from this event to unlock the finale.
You're fighting for the Horizon crown now. This is everything you've been competing for.
The finale! Now watch the game telling me, actually, you need an R1 car for this. Oh, you're kidding me! I just said that as a joke. Oh my god, okay. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. We'll be fine. As I established earlier, the performance index doesn't matter that much. The car needs to be good. We've constantly beaten races with underpowered cars. That was basically what half this challenge was. So what's one more? Let's go. We got basically the same machinery now, don't we? See if we can keep up with these R1 cars. Oh boy, not like that. I know the AI doesn't drive perfect on this track, so that's a plus. Especially on this section here, as you can already tell. Honestly, I just gotta keep the car straight. I think that's the most important part. Waiting with the acceleration until the car is actually going straight. I think that's gonna be my winning ticket here. Alright, we're making moves. We're already up in second. Ah, there is so close, man. So close. I think this might be the lap. Ooh. I'm glad this isn't the final lap. Although we would have passed him here. There we go, there we go, there we go. Alright, only one more lap. Let's get it. Ah, that was bad. That was not good. That was not good. I really gotta focus him. I think if he passes me, it'll be hard to take back my position. Nice, nice, nice. That's how it's done. Unfortunately, we're not quite done yet. There's a final race. But this is the official finale. Damn, look at that money. There we go. Horizon champion without any upgrades. The user finally did it. But here it is. The actual final race. Final showdown. Mirror match, actually. Well, not quite. His car is a bit upgraded, I'm pretty sure. This is really nice. Final duel here on the highway, starting on the highway. This is the kind of stuff they really missed the mark on in future Horizon games. Whoa, what is he doing? Whoa, 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 okay. Right, the traffic car. Man, look at the sense of speed in the first person cam, the camera shake. This is like pro stream, man. Oh, he's close. Look at, dude, this bumper. Where did your bumper go, man? I think he just ate another traffic car. Very nice. Yeah, let's rewind that. Once again, traffic car right on the racing lane. Thank you very much. Dude, where is Darius? Dude, he's so lost. Honestly, as long as I can keep the race clean, this should be a win. And this has been a really clean run so far. I barely got any damage on the car yet. Okay, well, until I ate that rock. He's a little bit further behind, but not too far. I feel like I shouldn't let my pace drop too much. Woo! Woo! Hello, traffic. Alright, come on, final stretch. Let's get it. Where the hell is Darius, man? Ever since I passed him, I haven't seen him again. Seriously, where is he? Dude, he's still so far behind. He hasn't been able to catch up at all. Alright, well, guys. What can I say? 3, 2, 1, kaboom! And that was Forza Horizon 1 without a single upgrade. Very nice. Smoked everyone, smoked all the competition, became the Horizon champion, and even smoked Darius. Get into this car? No, why? I already own it, and mine looks better. Alright, lads. That is once again. That was really fun, actually. It's only as challenging as you make it. Like, if I were to just play the entire game on easy, this would have been really easy. But playing on hard, this was really, challenging. I really like this. You had to really think about, what car do I use for this, you know, and I need a car that's, you know, that fits those requirements, but I don't have anything. What other events can I do? Yada, yada, yada. And near the end, you had to make a really big commitment with buying, you know, an R2 or an R1 class car. And yeah, made it a lot more engaging, I think. So definitely recommend you guys to play the game like that yourselves if you still own it. And yeah, the game will always be a GOAT for me, that's for sure. That's why it's the GOAT! The GOAT! And that concludes our return to Colorado. This challenge really added a lot of strategic thinking to the entire playthrough, which made the game very refreshing to replay. Let me know if you'd like to see more challenge runs for the Horizon series, perhaps even the newer games. As always, I want to thank all my lovely patrons and YouTube members for their support, as well as James for editing this video. I hope to see you all back again very soon. Take care. Is it there? Is that the car? Yeah. Actually, that's me. Yeah, look at that. The driver always crashes out here at the end of the highway for some reason.